Hey Legionnaires, welcome back. We're here with another Dawnless Days siege battle for you today. And today, as you can see, we have Harad here already preparing a bit of a sally out, as there's their Serpent Guards here already preparing to rage havoc on the attackers here today. This one is a little bit of a different siege battle as well. So we've got some unusual mods that we don't often see being used in sieges. It's the Flames of the North submod along with the expanded Elves. So we're going to see probably a lot of new Elven units, very overpowered, some of them. And yeah, as you can see here, we've got a brand spanking new shock infantry unit here, remnants of the Golden Flower for Linden. Looks very cool, to be fair. Looks badass. And yeah, there's a whole load of other ones as well. We have got Lothlorien here. I don't think they have any new units. Oh no, maybe. Yeah, Defenders of Lorien. That is definitely a new unit. A heavy melee infantry unit. That's elite as well. Very heavy, I should say, but they look pretty damn awesome as well. So in that like Galadriel look with a big old shield there as well. It looks awesome. Haldir's Bodyguard. I think this is the same unit. Looked pretty much the same. I don't know if they're actually called Haldir's Bodyguard. Maybe they are just called Haldir's Bodyguard. I can't honestly remember. I am starting to doubt things. We have the Lorien Swords. It's a very heavy shock infantry. Another elite infantry unit there as well for Lothlorien. And we've got here Twilight Guard. I mean, they're already elite and overpowered. They don't need those added. But yeah, that is one of the problems, I guess, with the expanded Elves. They are pretty imbalanced when we've used them before in the past. Their units kind of like absolutely annihilate them. But we'll see how this one goes, that's for sure. We've got Urukai, we've got the Isengard attacker over here. We have one of them joining. It looks like maybe this is all Isengard. Is this two separate armies? There's Lurtz there. No, this is two separate Isengard armies. Okay, fair enough. And then, oh yeah, here we go. Already we have the Serpent Guards doing their bit, charging into the rest of Isengard. I guess, yes, the Isengard's kind of spread across two fronts there. And then over here we have a third Isengard army. So yeah, I've got plenty of Elves and Harad here. So going to be taking on the Uruks of Isengard. I'm surprised we haven't got any like really elite Elven cav in the backlines here somewhere as well. We have, yep, just more Galadriel Spear Warriors. Got like just the general sort of like build that Lothlorien brings. And you can see here already we have, is this pikes? Yeah, they are sending pikes over the wall first to try and take this wall against shock infantry. This is not going to work. Not a good move here by Isengard, that is for sure. Yes, if you're enjoying watching these Dawnless Days siege battles and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show support. It does really help out the channel as we work towards 10k subs. And if you've got any glorious Dawnless Days or just generally Total War replays that you want to send in yourself, feel free to send them in to the Discord server. The link is down below in the description. It's the best place to send them in to get them covered. Yeah, this is not like a good place for pikes to set up because, well, they can't get into phalanx, like into their phalanx formation, which is what they obviously operate best in. And they're probably getting a couple of kills here. Well, actually, they've yet to kill a single elf. So that shows, but they are starting to lose pikes themselves. That's why Storm is apparently in here as well, but I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, the pikes are dying. I think we've got Uruks here landing. They might have a little bit more success against these Lorien swords, but we'll honestly see. These expanded Elven units are pretty damn nasty. So yeah, to have expanded Elves work, you also have to have the Flame of the North mod working as well. The idea is to have them both because they are, I think, made by the same developers. And, well, I think the idea is that you have Flames of the North because that has the evil factions, and then you have expanded Elves, which adds like all the overpowered like good factions for the Elves, so these are the good units. Urukai Raiders here fighting off against Heroes of Amonlunk and Noldorian Swords. These are just the basic shock infantry of Lorien. Of Linden. They're doing pretty damn decent stuff. I mean, yeah, these Raiders have got no chance. They're poorly armored anyway. We're going to have some Spear Warriors going in. I feel that's a bit overkill there, to be honest, from the Elves. They don't need to throw that much in. And we've got the Defenders of Lorien now on this wall. I do like their banners that they've given them. They are very, very cool. Haldir's over here. I mean, they've got Uruks actually destroying, we've got Berserkers here trying to batter down the gate. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but it's not a great idea either. The unit could definitely just get focused down if they wanted to. Maybe they can't from that angle. I really don't know, but yeah. who knows? But yeah, we're on Dunburg here. It's a very common map to see currently at the moment. It's a really good multiplayer map. And it's one of the more balanced ones, I feel like, at the moment, certainly for Dawnless Days. More maps is what we need, though, for sure. And what have we got here? Rangers of the Gulf of Loon. It's a Linden very light arch unit. They look kind of interesting. Don't know if I kind of like the headdress they're going for. Just seem a little... I think just without those weird feathers, they'd look just perfectly fine, to be honest. Yeah, more Uruks landing on the wall here, and Noldorian swords are ready to oppose them. We've got those elite shock behind as well, the remnants of the Golden Flower. It's just got silver chevrons as well. So they are going to be tough to kill.
To admit defeat, their unit has rallied.
They're battling on there. I mean, the Elves should, easy win that fight. You can see there. They're going to set up more Uruks to try and take that point now. It just seems as though the other Isengard army being a little bit delayed in their attack. Honestly, they should be the ones being the most aggressive. I think taking on Harad has got the best chance of trying to break through. Lots of spears. There's Serpent Spears holding the front lines, it seems. And then behind that, we've got Serpent Warriors. Actually, like just a shock infantry, and it's a medium one. The one I think that comes before Dune and Akori. But yeah, they've really relied on that cav, which is still out there, by the way. The cav is now all the way over here, and it's actually been harassing Lurt. Hasn't managed to kill him, but they got very, very close. He's down to 60 men left. The other cav unit here is still alive, still harassing these mortal bow rabble units over here, trying to just get some kills. There you go, yeah, the Serpent Guards should eventually get killed off, but they've invested a lot of money into their cav, have Harad. They still have one left. So whether that is the place to push, I would have thought so. Harad's infantry is not necessarily that great. It's just really their shock that they rely on. We've got Berserkers here trying to take on pole arms. Definitely not a good idea. The pole arms have got the range over the shock, and they'll just kill them. And the Uruks are trying to get off the wall. I think they tried to, I think they pulled through this combat here. Really, but yeah, they are now engaging the shock infantry here, which are losing. Well, they were for a moment, Noldorian swords. They're trying to get behind this this polearm line. And it looks like the Berserkers also through the gate here, which is great, but now they are just looking at some Gladrium Spear Warriors. They ain't going to break through that. So they're kind of out of options there as well on what to do. Looks like the only bow unit left with ammo is this range unit, which is right by a supply bar as well, so that's not going to be running out of ammo anytime soon. I think most of the Elves use up their ammunition. Actually, there's another ranger here. Actually, they brought a lot of these rangers, it seems. They didn't actually bother with their normal Noldorians. They brought the elite rangers, which is not a bad idea, I guess, because usually range units are pretty versatile. They can be both good melee and also obviously good with their range abilities. White and Stormers here are beating Gladrium Sword Warriors. So yeah, Lothlorien having a little bit more trouble along this side of the wall, fighting off against the elite swords. Again, here looks like the Lothlorien player sort of struggling. They're trying to get... Oh, we've got Twilight Guard up here now with ammunition. Whether this is just something they held on to or they've been resupplied, but they can just focus down onto White and Stormers below if they want to, or into any of these combats. They want to try and make it have an effect on them. It looks like the Stormers have been forming Testudo here to try and avoid losses. They might want to start trying to get over here, because it looks like actually Stormers might lose this fight. Lorien Swords over here, they are winning their fight, but they're taking a lot of casualties. Numbers are looking a little rough here for the defenders. 2,700 against 5,900, but Lurtz is about to get killed off here, I think. He's getting focused down right now. Don't think the attack is actually aware of this. Oh no, there he is. He's now finally breaking at 27 men. He might be okay. Look at this. Isengard's petrified of any more cav sally outs, which I don't think there are going to be any more. The only cav is still inside the settlement. I think it's trapped in there now because the gate's been contested.
Enemy units have
But he's
rallied
forming a
and
bit of
returned to the
a cordon, and he's just going to allow himself to get shot on the back by any ranged units as well. Look at this. These guys can just shoot straight into the back of any of these Isengard units here. Actually, they're looking. He's doing a cordon, but it's the wrong way. Like if he's trying to do a cordon, he's got his men facing in instead of outwards. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. But anyway, Harad is being attacked as well. And as I said, I think Harad is the easiest one to break through for the attackers. Serpent spears here are starting to die. Swords will beat spears. The Shocker, though, will have a bit more success. They are still dying. So is the Uruks, apparently. But yeah, look at that. They're winning this fight here. I don't know if that's got something to do with the Black Serpent Rangers also getting involved. Yeah, I think missiles on both sides having a big influence on that fight, to be honest. But it looks like you'd imagine that the Uruks will win this fight. I mean, they've got a Dunakori general here that's having a bit of an influence on the fight. His steel-plated soldiers here, they are carving through the Uruks. But there's a Dunakori are very vulnerable to missiles. All shock infantry has a 0 missile block chance, so these guys are going to be suffering with every missile volley that comes in. Yeah, winning slightly, but won't be for long. I mean, there you go, combat even now. That's because these Urukai archers over here doing their bit. We have actually got Cav now doing a defensive role inside the settlement. It looks like they've done a decent job on this one Urukai infantry. The other one's also not looking too great. They might be able to get another charge off and actually do some significant damage here and stop this assault. Cav in the defense inside the walls is very effective. Can be very, very useful. This is, I think, a little overkill here from the Elves. They have, like, what, 4 units here? 3 of them shock and a pretty good bow unit. All tying down 2 Uruks. This, if anything, is good for Isengard. Like, the Elves already don't have the numbers, so if you can overwhelm and force a player to overcommit troops to one spot, like it's happening right now, you can try and make gaps elsewhere. So Isengard should really be trying to do that. It looks like they are falling back some of their rangers, maybe realizing their mistake. It's the same over here, really. There's 4 units of Elves. I mean, in fairness, this is a nice little breach. Isengard is committing quite a lot of troops here. But yeah, they are kind of overcommitting in a lot of places. I mean, also, Isengard's not punishing Lothlorien all ended for blobbing up here. Like, again, 3 units here all blobbing up. Whether they could do anything with that, there's still a White and Stormish just sat down there doing nothing. Heads are starting to roll for Isengard here. Whether they can shift more troops in, I do not know. I mean, they're kind of running out of infantry at the moment. The Elves look like they're doing a pretty sturdy job. I think it's going to come down to whether they can break through Harad anytime soon. That would really help. I also think when you're fighting, like... I mean, I guess you've got to come into this game thinking, we're going to be fighting some very overpowered Elves, because there's a sub-mod on, and it's not the most balanced in the world. You probably want to bring things like Grenadiers. Like, Isengard has some really good gunpowder assets, like Grenadiers. And I think they would have been great to bring, because you can be overpowered as you like. You can't take a grenade to the face and get up. I mean, the Elves are most likely to be able to do it, but they definitely can't. The amount of damage those grenades do is just massive. I'd actually be interested to see whether a Olokai unit could actually take a grenade volley. I don't think they could. I think even they would be like taking losses. And they have insane health. But yeah, this sort of like an expedition here, these forces that are broken through. I think they've got charged down by Serpent Guards as the battle's gone on. Looks like looking at the bodies here, looks like that's been the case. And you can see over here the Serpent Guards are still doing some decent work. Berserkers here are getting punished. Berserkers are very light. They are going to suffer to a cav charge. Looks like they have, down to 49. They are killing off what remains of the Serpent Guards, who are starting to get pretty weak. And there you go, they finally routed. They're actually going to kill off this range unit. And this flank over here is looking pretty risky now for Harad. We've also got Berserkers now breaking through. It's just a literal one Berserker left. Where is he? Here he is. Taking aim still. What a sham. Can you get another one? Nice. Got another little... oh, jeez. That's an execution if I've ever seen one. Poor guy. Yeah, they just absolutely annihilated him. Took out 2 of the Rangers and they were like, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's too many Rangers. Execute him. But yeah, now, I mean, they probably need to focus on this, the Berserk unit now. There's Pikes as well still coming in. He'll bring in that General as well, do Isengard, and just really commit what remains. Because the team over here are not having a great time. I mean, they're also throwing a lot through this gate now. And one polearm will hold them all back. I think the Pikes have all been killed as well for Isengard. So it's not like the polearms can be outmatched in that department. Yeah, but these polearms here, they'll just start to kebab every single one of these Uruks. And how many units are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. 4 of them swords, and a Berserk unit as well. And just like that, the Mortal Bow will run out of ammo, which is our only hope maybe of dislodging those polearms. And Lothlorien and Linden back to just pinning Isengard by the walls here. Chopping them down. But the remnants of the Golden Flower slicing their way through these Uruk shields into the flesh. It's no good. Going to be no man flesh or elven flesh today. It's going to be orc flesh on the menu. That would be weird. Imagine if the elves were cannibals or like carnivores. I think they're all vegetarians. It's kind of like what's hinted in The Hobbit. Yeah, what are the elves feasted on orc flesh? They'd eat well today. So it looks like, I mean, balance power is slowly shifting in their favor. It's still 1,400 against 2,500. I mean, the elves are now shifting troops over here to support against Isengard on this side, because Harad is crumbling. You can see here, yeah, Linden throwing in Noldorian archers. The Pikes are still alive on this side. They could still do some damage. Yeah, we're seeing some very elite troops coming over here. Another remnants of the Golden Flower being shifted here. These guys have already helped kill plenty of Uruks on the other side of the river. Now they're going to do the same thing here.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
I mean, it looks like they're actually going to bring in their archers, which is a very bold move because there's nothing to defend them. These archers are just going to come in, and then the Serpent Rangers will take them out. Because even though they're very light bow infantry, they are elite, and they're pretty, like I said, most range units in Dawnless Days are very good in melee. And they should start to hack these guys down. These Uruk archers, they're not that great themselves. They should get sliced and diced. And also, their units still coming off the wall, so they're going to be disorganized and just caught unawares. And yeah, look at that. Routing very quickly. Nicely done there by the Haradrim player. It looks like now we're just waiting on the final few units of the Uruks to go in. They've actually pulled back some troops all the way back here. Don't know why. Don't know what the plan is there, but yeah, they've just fallen those back. And I mean, they've won the breach fight here. Now they can, I guess, go out if they wanted to. The Elves definitely could just be super aggressive now. No real threat to them. There you go, Twilight Guard, Defenders of Lorien, they're all dead. Sorry, not all dead. They've all won their fight there. They've killed all the Uruks, who are all dead. There you go, more Uruks going in, recommitting to this breach point here. If you wanted to with the Elves, I mean, they have, what's this, Galadrim Sword Warrior still alive? Even like these basic trained infantry units, they fight to like 10 or so men. They're insanely resilient are the Elven units. Yeah, they could just go in and could mop up these Iron Stormers. And then also could surround the gate, just kind of like pin them down there. I think they're going to have to go and chase those units down, I think, by the looks of it. We have got the general coming in here. He's going to, again, they're going through the gate. I mean, I guess would have a bit more joy with the pikes here, but the pikes are not set up properly. They're such a temperamental unit to get right. If you do get them right, though, they're absolute pains to dislodge. It doesn't look like they've got their phalanx set up at all properly. Looks like the Elves are trying to recapture that gate. They're going to do just that. And looks like they've mopped up whatever few units that were still over here. Oh, again, more archers being landed. And, I mean, there's not much they could do, but I guess they could have stayed outside the wall. It's not like Isengard's moved that far that they can't support the wall fight still. So yeah, it's a strange one to bring in as archers since they couldn't really be even protected by any infantry units.
The gates have fallen
But there you go. The gates have fallen to them, so they're retaking these gates here, which is something. And yeah, as you can see, it looks like the defenders are going to descend on the general out here. Pole arms are poking away, shock infantry slicing and dicing. And now they're going to go and chase after these White Stormers over here. Just get rid of them. Get rid of these guys. Maybe I guess just like the player just like, you know what, you can come and kill me. I'm not going to like attack your walls. I don't know why they're there, but they are there. Shame you can't like go down the siege towers, like run up onto the ramp and then go back down, because I feel like you could. It's not like that difficult. I guess obviously for Total War, the pathfinding is difficult, but like in reality, you could do it. Instead, the Elves now just have to get into a grind fest here in this gate, which to be honest, they're not going to fare too well. But it looks like we're going to see some Rangers here with minimal ammo left. I think they're just going to mount up onto this wall here, and we're going to see them just shoot point-blank range into the pikes there. Enemy general has fallen. That's going to be the one over here. Yeah, he is very much dead. Might see these units here just waver and break almost instantly if these units get close. There you go. Yep, they did exactly that. That is unfortunate for them, and we might see army losses fairly soon then. The rest of the Isengard units. The pikes starting to die here as well. Probably has something to do with them getting shot. Yeah, you can see, yeah, it's just a bit of a grind fest. There's not really anything going on. We're just waiting for the Elves to just eventually break through. I mean, there's like 2 minutes left. But yeah, I think it's unfortunate. I think it almost could have done like a 4v3 because, I mean, the Elves still have 1,300. You could have almost done like a 4v3 or like a 3.5 versus 3 with like the factions that was picked. I guess if the attackers had one of the overpowered Elven factions, then certainly would have made it a bit more interesting, I think. But these Elven units here are really strong. Like the Defenders of Lorien is still 62 out of 85. I mean, let's see. I can't find any other units now like easily. Yeah, Remnants of the Golden Flower 69 out of 80. So they're really good. They're very solid units. I mean, even like the Lothlorien units that are still alive are very, very healthy as well. So it's just one of those. I mean, definitely I think like the way to go through was Harad. If they could have attacked on this flank a little earlier, maybe it would have been a good idea because the Elves were really, not distracted, but they threw their full weight against the Isengard players on this side, and they attacked a little earlier. If they all attacked at the same time, might have been a little bit more luck because Harad was struggling to hold on. It wasn't until the Elves brought over some reinforcements that they pushed them back to where they are currently now. And maybe also if they all attacked at the same time and Harad was struggling, the Elves had to shift stuff here earlier, which would have meant that these armies that got absolutely decimated might have been able to actually makes more progress because they wouldn't have been facing the full force of the elves. But it's just ifs and buts. I think the expanded elves mod it's a fun mod, but it could definitely do with. It's not meant to be used for just sort of like general multiplayer. It's supposed to be used with the Flames of the North, I think, and also just other expanded elves. I think they work well facing each other. But if you bring in like base mod factions, they really struggle, in my opinion. I would like to even see like Lothlorien. Like if you just use the vanilla Lothlorien, which is probably, I think, Lothlorien at the moment one of the strongest factions about. Just see them face off against like this modded version of Linden, for instance. I think they'd struggle a little bit, just because I think like the infantry is not. Like, I don't think the bows they'd struggle in that department. I think it honestly would be like things like the cav. I think the Linden can bring is really strong, and also I think like the swords, like the shock and just the sword and shield variants, they're really good. They are top quality. But yeah, because I think like Twilight Guard could go toe to toe with most of the Elven archers, modded or unmodded. Yeah, you see here, Uruk's just getting focused down some easy kills for these Twilight Guard at the end of the game here. Still have ammo. I think they must have resupplied. But yeah, here we go. I think we're just going to see a mass rout here. As eventually Isengard just gives in. And there you go. And that is today's Battle of Pyrrhic victory. I don't know if it was Pyrrhic. I think close. I think it's just saying Pyrrhic because of the small amount of troops that the defenders had. But yeah, this was sent in by Egg of Simply, who was playing as Linden. So thank you very much, Egg, for sending this one in. I mean, he's got some huge kills here. I mean, 374 kills with his Noldorian swords, and this is like the basic shock infantry. 284 kills with his general here, the ranges of the Gulf of Loon. He's got Remnants of Golden Flower here with 308, 280. 373 kills, some very good kills, and they're all still fairly healthy. His Noldorian archers 273 kills, Rangers of Loon again getting 244, 318 kills. Then we have Batwin Max playing as a Lothlorien player, 281 kills with Haldir's bodyguard there. Defenders of Lorien 222 kills, and they're still really healthy. Shock really suffered, I guess, being like a base game unit. Like 254 though is still very good kills. 237 kills. Lorien swords 209. They actually all did die out, to be fair. So fair play. I guess maybe they were getting focused down by range units from the attackers. Heroes of Ammon getting 107. Polearms 216, and his archers 233, 159 kills. Then we have Dulls playing as Harad, 162 kills with the Adunakori here, 132 kills with the Serpent Warriors, 116 with the Serpent Spears. His archers, his rangers getting 316 kills, 268. They still did solid. His Cav, 524 kills, one of them. And the other one's getting like fairly decent kills, 191 kills. Not too bad either. And then we have Mello playing as one of the Isengard players. Obviously, they're not going to have massive kills fighting the Elves, and also they just had a rough game. 143 kills with the Berserk unit here, 97 kills with the swords here is not too bad either against Elves. I mean, it's not great, but it's nothing insane. We have Damien here playing as the second Isengard army. Yeah, a rough game for him. Like his archers just nothing because they got charged down by Cav. 76 kills, I think, is the best with any of these Stormers. Then we have Hades playing as the final Isengard player. Oh, he did bring a Sapper. It just must have got annihilated immediately because it's got no kills here. So can't imagine it did much. Might have actually been responsible for blowing up that breach, because they didn't have any artillery, so that's probably what it did. Blew up that breach in the wall. I think we've missed that. But yeah, as you can see, again, not many kills here at all. Like pikes, 0 kills. Like crossbows, all doing nothing. Definitely should not have brought crossbows. Should have brought bows, but still, yeah, just got absolutely annihilated, these guys. But there you go. That is today's Dawnless Days battle. Certainly a little bit more of the one-sided one, but still fun to see some different units from some very cool factions and some cool submods. If you want to check out the expanded Elves and also the Flames of the North submods, I'll leave a link for them in the description. As always, guys, thank you for all your support. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. And I'll see you, folks, in the next Dawnless Day Siege. Bye for now.